Hi, you guys, and welcome to our Tuesday night Zoom class. We're super excited that you're here with us tonight. And tonight is one of my favorite topics. And not only is it one of my favorite topics because we're going to talk about fun activities and things that you can make with your kids. I love that we can trust these products, and moms and grandmas and daycare providers, school teachers, you name it, they all are able to use essential oils with their kids, babies, and pets. Tonight we're going to feature pets, or no, sorry, kids. And with it being summer, whether you're watching this as a replay or joining us live here, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate your time. I am so excited to introduce to you guys one of my favorite families. We've got Sarah Collins and her two kids who have been basically raised from birth with essential oils, Levi and Jeremiah. If you guys have not seen them in action teaching and sharing essential oils before, you guys are in for a real treat. These guys really are the ones who are all in, and they've used them for a really long time. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the time over to Sarah, Jeremiah, and Levi. Welcome, you guys.
Hey, thanks, Haley. We're super excited. My name is Sarah,
My name's Levi. My name's Jeremiah.
and we are very, very excited I'm excited as a mom to let them take over. Have been enjoying doTERRA's. Actually, Levi was I guess you could say our gateway. He had colic, and we started with Digestin on his belly and on his feet, and then our journey has started from there. So he was 7.5 months old, and that was our journey with doTERRA, and that's when their journey as happy, healthy kids really started. As you can see, mom life, got to find your calm as a mom, and this has legitimately been my life, my saving grace. So we're gonna go on. I'm going to let them take over after I talk about safety because I believe safety is very, very important when we're talking about essential oils and talking about children. Completely safe, but it's very important. All right, so first things first, when I talk about safety, I want you to understand the doTERRA difference. There's a reason that we chose doTERRA for our kids, for our pets, for our entire family, is because they are 100% pure, unadulterated essential oils. They're kid tested, which means they're mom approved, and they're certified pure tested grade. And what I love about these essential oils is that they're not only safe to take internally, they're actually recommended to take internally. And both of these boys will talk about how they take them internally, how they use them, cooked with them during their little kids vendor booth that they did. But I do want to talk about how we talk about a little bit of hotter oils. They're safe, but we're going to pick specific places for kiddos. So we're going to avoid the eyes, the ears, the nose. Using less with doTERRA is more because it's so potent. For example, peppermint, 1 drop of peppermint is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So we're talking about a very potent essential oil and how it can go further. So less is more with doTERRA. There are some hot oils, so cassia, cinnamon, oregano, thyme, clove, and ginger. Doesn't mean that they're not safe. It just means that we need to probably, let's put it on the foot. Let's dilute it. So when we dilute it, it doesn't mean we're making it weaker. It means that we're just making it a little bit safer for the child or for whoever's involved. And then photosensitivity. I always really try to touch on this specifically during the summer because those citrus oils, wonderful smelling. I have put wild orange all over myself, citrus bliss, but they are photosensitive. So we want to make sure that if we are wearing that, that we're covering ourselves up where we're placing that because the sun will actually just really magnify it. Completely safe, but again, photosensitive. So since we're talking about dilution, I believe dilution is so important, even as adults. So as you can see, this is one of my favorite charts on the far right-hand side. I have the year, so 0 to 12 months, 1 to 5, 6 to 11, and 12 to 17. And I know I have a few women on here that have grandbabies, and I'm so excited for all of you. So this applies to your grandbaby. So when we're making roller bottles, we have a 5 milliliter and a 10 milliliter. But that also applies to when we're remaking some of those 15 milliliters. You're just going to dilute it. It's completely safe. Go to the foot. It's the most poor spot on the body. It does not mean these essential oils are not safe for your little ones. So make sure you take a screenshot of this guy. Reflexology is very, very important to me. So before they take over, I just really needed to highlight this. So take a screenshot of this. I want you to crop it, whatever you need. I have this in my planner actually, because I think it's so important to have, to understand the reflexology of a foot, specifically a baby foot. So this is where our journey started with Levi. So we were focusing on the gut. So when we talk about colic, a lot of people don't realize that they think it's acidity. It's actually, it's in the colon. Funny story, him and I were both having gut issues at the same time that he was going through this. So they have head tension or they're teething, right? Teething is a big deal. And you're like, oh my gosh, but teething coincide with sinuses. You'll always see a snotty nose when they are teething. So let's go look at those toes. So the big toe is our head and our teeth. And then our sinuses are all those little piggies. So we're going to go ahead and put some Supermint Touch or Frankincense Touch. Frankincense is amazing. My cure, I wouldn't say cure, I can't say that. My niche for it was Siberian fir, frankincense, and lime. And I had one that I pre-mixed, and then I would put that on their little piggies. And sometimes we still use copaiba on their jawline because they have those molars and wisdom teeth coming in. But take a screenshot of this because these are such amazing things, and we can focus on the foot. We can get to so many areas through that foot. All right, they're going to take over. I'm going to pause these because they just seem to take over. So I'm going to handle the videos for them. But Levi and Jeremiah are going to talk about their first kids vendor booth, talk about an emotional mom moment. I was so proud to hear that they wanted to do a kids vendor booth. And I got to sit back and just watch them be fearless. And I want you to understand, when I grow up, I want to be like these two little boys because they have just really taken it off and just understood the concept of being fearless. All right, guys, I want you to take over and talk about your guys' brand. What's your brand?
The Barnyard Brothers.
Okay, talk about your vendor booth for me.
So we sold cookies. So we sold soaps, cookies, and fly and tick spray. This video.
You want me to go ahead and start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start it, please. Was when we were mixing all of the ingredients.
Yeah. Okay.
It was when we were mixing all the ingredients. This is our friend Jessica, the grown up. She was the one. It's a special recipe. I think it's the best kind. She came over and she helped us.
Spit it out. Give
What?
it here. Thank you. Okay, now focus.
And then unpause this video.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Because you're going to be selling it, you want it the same size so that they all bake equally. Like that. And then I do it. Yep.
Okay, talk about
So that one was when we used an ice cream scoop to make all the cookies the same size. So they would be like uniform. And next slide.
Next slide. Okay.
This
Hold
is
on.
soaps.
I'll pause them for you. Okay.
So this is when we're making soaps. These are all of our
What kind of soap?
goat milk soap.
And what are these right here?
These are bug and tick spray. Those are the soap molds that we used. And then those are the molds filled.
And this next video, we just had to like trim them down to make them perfect with a knife.
Why did you have to do that?
So the edges, so it looked better.
So they made homemade goat milk soap using doTERRA essential oils. And then I'll let them talk about. There's a lot of prep in this that I don't think a lot of people understand that a 10 or 11-year-old did. Very good. Okay, why don't you talk about the scents? Do you want to talk about the, okay.
So the
Just kidding.
scents, the scents of the soap, all of them were, so one was Passion and Madagascar Vanilla, one was Balance, one was Wild Orange and Lemon, and the other one was Northern Escape.
Balance, right, Jeremiah?
Yeah,
And Jeremiah chose balance. Okay, so go ahead and talk about
So
those
these are
pictures.
boxes that we put all of our cookies in the top left corner. I think. What's it for them?
And what are you creating on those?
We're putting our soaps up on this rack thing. It's actually pretty cool. My mom made it, and there's like these purple lights. That's pretty cool. And then we had our cookie and water combo for $6. So the cookies were $5 and the water was $2, so it would be $7. But since it was a combo, you got $1 off.
And here is
And
the
then-
pig spray and the bug spray.
Do you guys want to share your recipes?
Sure.
Okay.
So
So
The bug spray. This two tablespoons of witch hazel, 2 tablespoons of liquid fractionated coconut oil, 15 drops of lemongrass or lemon eucalyptus, 20 drops of Terra Shield, 10 drops of citronella, 10 drops of peppermint, 5 drops of lavender, 5 drops of On Guard, and then you fill the rest of the bottle with
spray.
ticked off.
Ticked off, yeah. 2 tablespoons of witch hazel. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
10 drops of peppermint, 5 drops of lavender, 15 drops of lemongrass, 10 drops of citronella, 20 drops of Terra Shield. And you gotta top it off with distilled water.
Very good. And then you want to talk about these little containers with the carabiners you guys chose?
Oh, so they're like these really cool containers. They're like there was purple, blue, green, and pink, I think. They were really cool. I think, yeah.
How did you guys fill them?
We had to take off the.
Did you use a pipette?
Yeah, we used a pipette.
Yeah. And then they handmade all of those, each one of those. Okay.
So this is when we were setting up. This is actually the beginning of the day, and then this is at the end.
As you can tell, we're exhausted.
We're really, really tired. So,
How many hours did you guys work?
so we went from 10:30 to 4 o'clock.
10:30 to 4 o'clock. And how did you guys do?
We did pretty good.
Do you think any kid could do this? Yeah,
I think so.
absolutely.
Probably.
And do you think it made it easier that you had doTERRA essentials?
Yes.
Yes.
And my best friend Jet.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they were, what is your guys' name?
Barnyard Brothers.
Barnyard Brothers. So it can apply to anybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you guys have. Talk about your guys' stand here. What are you guys doing here?
So this is when we were just asking people if they would like to smell our goat milk soap or look at the bug or tick spray or buy cookies or water.
Okay. And did you guys sell out?
We only had 2 tick sprays.
No, you didn't have any.
Oh, we only had 2 fly sprays.
None.
No,
You sold out.
We sold all of our bug and tick spray. We sold most of our soaps. We only had 3 left, and I'm pretty sure we made 20 something.
We made 30.
30. Our cookies we were almost out. We made
You had 3 left.
we had 3 left, and we made
24.
24.
24 boxes of 3.
So we did pretty good.
Yeah. So can you give any encouragement to anybody on here that's gonna watch? Do you encourage them to do a vendor booth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
It was pretty easy and we made some money.
Especially the cha-ching.
Especially the cha-ching. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go into some things that we like to make. Yes.
Yes.
So these are fun things that we like to make, and we are designing a weekly class. It's going to be super fun, a summer class. The boys also show animals, show lambs, and so we use these on the lambs as well. And we've had quite a few people ask us what we're putting on our 4-H lambs. So that is going to be something. But this has been so much fun making all of these things. Okay, so what's the first one that we have made, Levi?
We made Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. And was it super fun and easy?
Yes.
Yes.
It was really fun. You'll need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3
3 1/4.
3/4 cup of salt, 4 teaspoons of cream of tartar, 2 cups of lukewarm water, 2
Tablespoons.
tablespoons of vegetable oil, cooking, food coloring, doTERRA essential oils of your choice, so you can pick your scents.
What did you put in yours?
I picked balance.
Yep,
What did I?
citrus.
Okay.
He always goes to citrus. And fun fact, I know that we're not touching on this, but fun fact, he is hyperactive like me. And most people, citrus is an upper and it actually levels us out. So he will typically be gravitated towards the citrus. So the soap that he made was lemon and wild orange, and it calms him when he bathes with it. So take a screenshot of this recipe because this is a tried and true recipe. Super fun, super easy. You could have a mommy make and take. You could have bring your grandbabies. It's so freaking fun. And they put it in a baggie and they take it home. And it's very, very therapeutic to so many kids. So Monster Spray, the boys have made Monster Spray, and let's talk about inexpensive. So you take those bottles that you have that you get every single month, you put them in a pot and you soak them. And they actually, the labels will come off. You'll peel them off and then you put them back in for a day or two, and it will literally eat the residual glue off of them. And you can make a monster spray. You just spray tops, and it is so much fun. The boys, so lavender, marjoram, juniper berry is awesome. Juniper berry is really, really good for, what did you have when you were some night terrors? Night terrors. And horrible, horrible night terrors. And Haley suggested juniper berry and vetiver, and it has been a game changer since then. So we've been doing that for 4 years. So he takes vetiver internally, and then in his monster spray, he has juniper berry. And so we just sprayed the bedroom. We spray, now they really don't have those issues, but sprayed underneath. We sprayed in the closets, all of the things, but it's amazing how calming it is. The Boo Boo spray, it's a tried and true for us. So ironically enough, you can use one of your 15 milliliters again and just put a spray top, or those hand sanitizer bottles that everybody gets, reuse those babies. Take off that label and reuse them. It's a perfect spray bottle. So in a 2-ounce spray bottle, lavender, tea tree, frankincense, witch hazel, and water. It's perfect. And you can just put it in your diaper bag. You can put it in your purse. You can put it wherever it's going to be feasible for you. For us, it's typically in our show box. It's in our show box. It's going to be wherever we're going to fall, which I fell down today just shearing our lamb. So I should have probably had it ready for us when I nicked my knee.
Oh.
And so we use it everywhere, and we use it on our animals too. Kid sticks, we actually have not made this. And so Haley has suggested this, and we're going to really look into this one now. I'm super excited. So it's a solid perfume, perfect for kids. So sweet almond oil. And as you can see, it's in our recipe book. So if you don't have this Good Vibes recipe book, you need to get it. It's absolutely amazing. Amazing, amazing recipes. I think there's over like 510 recipes, I think I counted. And so if you don't have that, it has all of these recipes as well. And you can make this very cheap and make it super fun. It could be just like a mom's night or grandma's night out. Summer bubbles. Jeremiah, talk about bubbles.
I just love playing with bubbles during the summer. Like me and my brother just like play with them and we pop them.
And do you use those tubes? We use those tubes that we get from the store?
Yeah, and sometimes we sent them, and like it's just so fun.
So the On Guard foaming hand wash is perfect for this, and we really do like this recipe. I've made a couple different recipes, but this one has been a tried and true for us. In your scented bubbles, what was yours? You didn't pick Balance. What did you choose to put in your bubbles?
Wild orange.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so citrus. So when we're talking about citrus, photosensitivity, so if we're popping them, it's fine, but obviously just don't lather it all over your body or the kids' body. But they're absolutely so fun and so easy, and it keeps your kids occupied for a while. So if you're tired of their fighting, get their butts outside, give them some of these items. Super, super easy to make, and again, very inexpensive. And you know those tubes, those wands that you can buy anywhere? I poured it out. I know that sounds like a real natural mom and real waste, but I dumped them out and we made our own in those same tubes that you can get at the Dollar Tree. Jeremiah, talk about the growing pain one that you like.
So me and my brother, like we always have growing pains. So one time my brother, he grew like 6 inches in a matter of like 3 weeks.
3 months, yep.
And he had to go to physical therapy for it, and that really helped him.
So we made this roller, right?
Yeah, it's 10 drops of lavender, 10 drops of copaiba, 5 drops of frankincense, and 5 drops of peppermint.
Yep, and we just put it in a recycled 10 milliliter so that we didn't have to think about it. Again, we're talking about inexpensive items that you can make during the summer, and they can make. This isn't going to hurt him. So it had lavender, copaiba, frankincense, peppermint. None of that is going to affect them, even if they were little, which we've done this since they were little. I cannot believe we should have like a little collage of when they first started teaching this, and it was like out of the mouths of babes, and I'd have to cover their mouth. But this is super fun to see they have been doing this from the very beginning. Give them that strong foundation. Cuts and scrapes, Levi and I seem to fall a lot. It's probably because we're hyperactive and we're moving way too fast for our body. But this one has been a tried and true. So lavender, tea tree, frankincense, and fractionated coconut oil. Again, we had it in a recycled roller, and then we made a spray bottle. So you can buy those spray tops on Amazon. Just make sure that it says it's going to fit the doTERRA bottles. Very, very easy. And then sweet dreams. We've tweaked this recipe a couple times based on what's going on. School time, wrestling, all of the things. Frankincense, Roman chamomile, bergamot, and vetiver. But vetiver is always a base for us. No matter what kid it is, vetiver has always been a base. So make sure that you're taking a screenshot of this because this is a tried and true for us. All right, Levi, you're up.
So the A to Z I used to take, it's like watermelon flavor. There has a smiley face on the front, and it's named A to Z because it has vitamins and minerals from like A, like the start, like the word start
A
to Z
to Z. Yes.
of vitamins and minerals.
Very good.
And then now what I like more instead of the A to Z is the VMG. It tastes like it
Mango.
tastes very good.
Mango pineapple, yeah.
Mango pineapple. I love it.
I love it as well.
It's my favorite. I look forward to it every day because it tastes so good to me. But that's me.
We'll still do the A to Z, especially if I have a sweet tooth. I'll still put that in so it's safe for the whole family. That's what I love about A to Z. So if you take an A to Z, put it in. If you're an adult, you just face your fears and put it in there and admit you're guilty for taking A to Zs during the day. VMG, vitamin, minerals, and greens, plus 4 essential oils. What I love about this is it's completely safe for the entire family. Again, we started with them just taking 1/4 of the packet and making ice cubes. That's how we started the VMG. And then we increased it. Now they each get half of the VMG. And then when the school year starts, they'll probably each get their own because they're over 100 pounds. So it's going to be beneficial. So it can work with you. You can cook with the VMG. I did find that out. Obviously, it's the temperature thing can affect it, but what I really, really like is that you can make it work. Put it in juice. You can put it in so many things. We were putting it in smoothies. And then I realized that they actually did like the taste of it, so I didn't have to hide it. But make sure that you're giving them a strong foundation, and that foundation is now. It's right now. It's when they're babies. It's giving them stuff like my favorite. What are you going to talk about?
Oh, the E omegas. So they're a pretty big pill. I mean, my friend was just over for a sleepover, and he actually just taught me how to take pills. The biggest one I can take so far is the PB Assist pill. But my brother swallows the E omegas. I pop them in my mouth like I bite them. They taste great. Taste like wild orange.
They're
Like
delicious.
oranges.
They're
taste like
delicious.
wild orange. This is one of my things that I look forward to.
Yeah, and we pop them on the dog's food as well. And everybody gets the omegas. So I swallow 2 and then I pop 2. I just love the taste of them. We also, because the old omegas is non-existent, we really would like to make our French toast and our pancakes and our chocolate chip cookies with the omegas. So I actually poke a hole in them and still add the omegas to it because I think it's very important that we get that. The omegas, 1 per day. You can chew or spit it out. However, if you're big like Boone and Crockett here, you can take 2. So they get 2 each day because they are full-grown men, I swear. But if you'll take a screenshot of the supplemental facts. Fun fact, I was doing a little comparison to my friend's little chewables that she has, little gummies. I wanted to see, because I haven't been in that world for a long time, and there was so much sugar in her gummies. It was insane. It literally would combat your gut health. So when we're talking about gut health, let's go to the next one, guys. Jeremiah
Oh, the PB assist. So
or Levi.
this is what I take. This is what I took when I couldn't take pills. I love them. They're little.
As of yesterday, apparently.
They're sweet and sour. They're sour. They taste like what are they? It's strawberry and melon.
Mm-hmm.
I personally love them. We put them in our electrolytes.
For the sweetness.
Yeah, for our water too.
And you can make popsicles. So take those electrolytes, mix those up. We put them in the blender cup and mix them up with your PB Assist. I take a PB Assist in my electrolytes. I will take 2 a day with my Probiotic, my other one, my PB Restore. But absolutely love it. You can make popsicles. You can make ice cubes with them. So if you have a kiddo that doesn't like strong things like Jeremiah, he likes water. He just loves pure water. He will just make ice cubes and then put them in there. So it's a light dilution with him as well. So mix your recharge, strawberry recharge, it's delightful with these and it makes it 10 times better. Plus you also get that gut health. So when we're talking about gut health and we're talking about the chewables that all of my friends have been doing and the gummies, that sugar really combats that gut health, that gut biome, and we don't want that to happen because that's our solid foundation. Gut health is your solid foundation. If you don't have good gut health, that's when all the things are really, really misled. So your gut is your second brain. So when we're talking about kiddos, that's where their immune system sits. So we need that brain and the gut to communicate, and this is where it's at. So this is just a sachet. We call it a pixie stick. Turns out, if you say that, kids don't know what a pixie stick is anymore. Oh my gosh, I just dated myself. But in reality, so for those of us that are old enough to know what the frick a pixie stick is,
I know what it is.
It's like a pixie stick.
Jeremiah just asked me what it is.
And it's like sugar, but it's healthy sugar, and you just pour it in your mouth. You can put it in yogurt. You can put it in juice. It's super, super yummy. So if you're taking a PB Assist, put it in the chat because you're silly too. All right. Let's move on. So I need Jeremiah to do this one for me. Jeremiah?
Rose?
Yep. I know everyone is not going to have the life or the experience that Jeremiah has had. I'm just going to be completely transparent. But Jeremiah, can you talk about what Rose has done for you and your emotional health in this, just real fast? Yeah, just talk about the Rose touch going on your eye and the hospital and everything.
Okay, so it just lifts my eye because I have droopiness in my eyelid. If you don't know, I got hit with a golf club and I had to get life flighted to Denver.
You're gonna make me cry. Keep going. You're doing good. What happened? He had an open skull orbital fracture and he had plastic surgery, right?
Yeah.
He got a plate and 4 screws placed. And this was completely we'll say messed up for a lack of better words, okay? So you were applying frankincense and rose touch. And then what else did we do with the rose every day?
So I just love the smell of rose. So sometimes I'd ask my mom before she would put it on, I'd ask to just smell it. It would put me in a better mood for the day. They put it on my hands underneath like my nose so I could smell it all day. When I slept, she would put it on my pillow. My pillow. And
You guys are silly. Go ahead. You're doing good. I'm proud of you.
And yeah.
Very good. So Rose Touch is free with 200 PV, and it is the oil of divine love. And ironically enough, I talked about this at Blissfully Essential, but I did not realize the power of Rose for all 4 of us that were experiencing 4 different things. Now, again, I know a lot of people have not experienced what we've experienced, but maybe you know someone that has gone through heartache or that's just sad, that just doesn't feel like they're enough or they're not in a good place. And Rose Touch has done so much for the 4 of us. Levi was getting Rose Touch because he just felt like he couldn't help his brother. He couldn't fix him. Luke was getting it because he also was like, I don't know. I've never seen you so depressed, Sarah. And I said, I can't. What am I supposed to do? I'm out of control and I'm a control freak. Did not realize how much Rose could help me and my family in all 4 different ways. So if you know someone, you need to get your hands on it. I really do. And I don't mean to be demanding, but I'm saying that right now. If you have not placed a 200 PV, or if you have and you're like, placed 189, they will do a top off order and they will get you this rose touch. It's a beautiful thing. Endless Summer Hair and Body Mist. We got to experience that at Leadership. And I could not, I was like, okay, I love the beautiful, spray. They're not gonna be able to top it. They topped it. They freaking topped it. It was so amazing. And I feel like I went to the beach. And of course, I want to go to the beach really, really bad because we're in Wyoming, we're in drought, all of the things. And the Endless Hair and Body Mist, I'm very, very excited to share with you. It's worth every penny. So get your hands on it. It's a limited supply. And then Father's Day limited time offer. So talk about the Shinrin Yoku. You like it in your bath. That's the concept of what's going into the Father's Day. It's in the soap and the beard oil. Just tell them the scent, why you like Shinrin Yoku.
It's like manly, like I put it in my hair to sometimes smell like my dad. I just love it because like
Is it calming?
yeah, it's like calming and it reminds me of like it's hard to explain.
It's the forest bathing oil. So it's interesting that he's saying it's hard to explain. So it's the forest bathing oil. So we need to get grounded. We need to be more one with nature. Levi, you put it in your bath all year long. Why do you put it in your bath?
It reminds me of forest, and so bath I think is for like to calm me down, to like stimulate. Is that the right word?
It's not the right word, but it's okay. Keep
Wait,
going.
what do I just say?
To calm your nervous system, probably.
Calm my nervous system. But what comes with that, also the mountains. It calms me like whenever I go up to the mountains, just the sound of the creek, animals, the trees, the smell, and that's what Shinrin Yoku does for me. It reminds me of the mountains.
And so for me, Shinrin Yoku, I hated. Couldn't stand the smell of it. Couldn't stand it. And then Haley's like, I need you to smell it in a roller ball. And then I fell in love with it. And come to find out, if you have control issues, Shinrin Yoku actually will help you release that. And so I've smelled it every single day since it came out, and I finally love it. Absolutely love it. And so when I got the hair and beard oil, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be great. So I started doing a hair mask with it. So you do a hair mask and you put the shower cap on and let it saturate, and it's amazing what it does for your scalp. So if you don't want to get it for a gentleman, get it for yourself because it's amazing. And then that moisturizing bath bar. Again, that is limited. Shinrin Yoku, you will not be sad.
Oh,
See here.
yeah, you won't.
Yeah.
You will not be sad.
No, they won't be sad. Okay, so then rewards, I'm going to quickly touch on this, is a big deal to us. I just had this discussion with another customer. You can earn up to 30% after 13 months. I'm very excited to share that this month, so if you missed it, I really, really am sorry, but this month was a free frankincense. So I put this here so you guys could take a screenshot because I think it's amazing what you can do with frankincense. When in doubt, get your frankincense out. Was it good enough for Jesus? It's good enough for me. And it was free this month. So if you didn't get it, you're super, super silly. But adding it to your bath, adding it to sore muscles emotionally, it'll help you feel more enlightened, loved, protected, aligned, and connected. We diffuse it, but I also put it in Jeremiah and I's face serum. Love it with our face stuff. So you also started using tallow. So he started using it with his tallow as well on his face, and that's been amazing as well for the healing. But more than that, he's starting to get acne. So we started putting a drop of frankincense on a little bit of that because he's not a big, he doesn't like soft things. He doesn't like lotions on his fingers. So the frankincense, just dabbing it on his little acne has been amazing. And it's in our owie spray. So make sure that you guys are using that. But you get a free bottle with your rewards order of 125 PV 15th or before. So as you can see, you get a free product of the month, and it's all of the amazing top oils that you could possibly get your hands on. All right, so thank you for joining us, but I do want to highlight this. So class reminders, it's been a lifesaver because there's been times that I'm cooking or we're outside in the barn and I'm like, man, I feel like I'm missing something. It's Tuesday at 6:29 and Mountain Standard Time. Thankfully, I get this text. So 534-429-5392. And even though I'm on my game 99.9% of the time, we all have those times where we're super busy and we need that reminder. And it's super nice. It's a text reminder 15 minutes before the class starts. gives you that link. If you can't find the link and you've misplaced it, you can just click on that. Also on YouTube channel, Haley B Essentials 4277. It's amazing. So if you're watching this replay, you can watch it in Good Vibes, or you can share that from YouTube if you have a customer and you're like, man, they really, really would benefit from this amazing kids class from two little boys. If you guys have any questions, let's open it up for that, I guess. And I will stop my share. Hopefully that was enough for everybody.
Thanks, boys. You guys did an amazing job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, real fast.
I
forgot to
ditto
mention-
on that one. I ditto that.
I forgot to mention, we do make a lot of kids things because I have two boys that are 13 and a half months apart, so they do nothing but fight. Believe it or not, they don't have bloody noses tonight. But we make bath bombs, diffuser bracelets. We make Jello. So if you want those, I'll put them in the comments. Crayons with essential oils, gummy bears, slime. That's the last time I'll ever make slime. But for those of you that are brave, I'll give you the slime recipe. Bouncy balls, chalksicles. So those are super fun because it's actual chalk that is scented with doTERRA essential oils, and then the bug repellent bracelets. So those bracelets that are for sale like at Menards and Home Depot that are yellow and green, those are really, really toxic to your kiddos. And so we started making bug repellent bracelets specifically when they're outside with their livestock or in the barn. But yeah, I can put those in the comments for you guys later.
Gosh, you guys, I just want to say thank you so much for sharing your mad skills of using doTERRA essential oils in your everyday life. And like your mom was saying, it's like you guys have been around essential oils for a very long time, since you were little, right?
Yeah.
And you guys have taught many, many classes, and I've missed listening to you guys teach because you do such a great job. I'm curious if each of you guys will tell us what your favorite, I know this is a trick question, but if you were to pick one essential oil that you love, which one is it and why?
Passion.
Really?
Passion or jasmine?
Oh,
Jasmine is mine. Jasmine or balance?
And you just love it the way it smells, or how do you guys use it?
I love it because of the way it smells,
Yeah, it smells.
especially in soap, because when I get out, I just feel refreshed.
And they put jasmine of all things in their soap. And I'm like, oh dear gosh. So if anyone knows, but they
Not this time.
love jasmine on
I
everything.
love jasmine.
They each have a roller on their backpacks of jasmine.
We basically use jasmine as a cologne.
You guys are lucky. You're lucky that your mom, is able to create extra income and get free points, right? Because that is something that you guys can turn your rewards points in every month or whatever to get some of those oils. I remember with my husband, it's kind of the same thing. It's like he loves to diffuse sandalwood. And it's like, really, of all the essential oils, you have to pick one of the most expensive? But it's okay because I want him to be able to get the benefits from it. And I love that you guys have come on tonight, shared some of your really great recipes. You guys use these all over, like your pets, your goats, all the places, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of the business,
Sheep,
really fast.
Bug spray. The tick and the bug spray recipe, we put it on our sheep because they'll get eaten alive. Because we shear them because they're club lambs and they don't have very much wool because they're shorn. But we use the bug spray. We make like a big batch of it and we soak our dogs' collars in them to repel the bugs. We use it on our goats, our dogs,
Cat.
our cat, Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jeremiah and Levi, I have to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Bobby from Missouri. And my husband drove to my office 5 miles today because he had a tick on the back of his back and he couldn't get it off. And it was so teeny, 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 tiny. He had to drive to town so I could get it off of there. What do you recommend he uses?
Tick off spray.
Hold on, it's to get it off. So you have not experienced
Get it
that
off.
because I've done it. Activated charcoal. So if you have activated charcoal, you can open up a capsule and you make it into a paste and you can put it on there. And then we put a drop of lemon eucalyptus or thyme. Because ironically enough, people will say, do a match, do sulfur, do hot things. And they actually will go deeper because they like the heat. They want that heat. So we learned that. So we did thyme and then a drop of lemon eucalyptus, I believe, is what got it off. So my dad had one on the back of his neck after we shared sheep. And that's how we got it. We didn't have very many things, but if you put heat on it, they typically will go a little bit deeper.
Okay, so my question, Sarah and Levi and Jeremiah, is Randy goes walking in the woods every day 4 miles and he gardens and he has 1 to 3 ticks attach onto him every day. And I left him a bottle of bug spray to put on his body, but he evidently isn't using it. So prevention wise, what would you recommend?
Before every walk in the woods, you said? In the
A
forest?
dog
Yes,
collar.
yes.
I would use before he walks, spray the tick off.
The
spray.
TikTok. And I'll post it in the comments.
Okay, thank you.
We tweaked it. So it's interesting. I have 2 more things to say. It's interesting because the tick spray I have made for years and years and years, it's not working on this year's ticks. So I'm just going to put my conspiracy theory out there. But I was at the ranch at shearing and it's the most ticks our sheep shearers had seen on our sheep. So here I am doing my spray and it's not working. So I had to tweak it. So we tweaked it so many times that I had to create a new recipe card. So I will post this new recipe for the ticked off. But there were many things that were not working that had worked in the past. Just saying.
So one of the things you guys might consider is when you're looking at ticks or bug sprays or you're going in tropical places or different regions in the, United States, the bugs are different depending on, Nevada weather, Wyoming weather. And so I would always go into Good Vibes is a great resource and search put ticks and then go into the comments and see what is working and what isn't working. And just like Sarah said, sometimes you have to, adjust your recipe according to the year or where you're traveling. I definitely have Terra Shield that I use as a base, but then depending on where I'm going, I'll take the little stickers and add other essential oils. But Bobby, I think that the greatest question that you had was, what do you do to prevent it? And you have to be proactive. I mean, my husband was taking our dog out every day to the river, and pretty soon my husband found one on him when he was laying in bed. And it's like, okay, wait, we can't have this. And we check him really good every day. However, we know we're going to be out there. So we take it, we put it on the collar. I also will put it in my hands and I'll go down his legs. So for your husband, it's like you could put it in, spray it on his boots. You could spray it on his shoes, on his hat. Like if he wears a hat to garden, you could spray it on the rim of the hat to prevent. So it repels the insects from wanting to come around him. If I'm getting ready to go out in the garden, you guys all know I hate spiders. I don't like mice. I don't like any of those things. And so I'll actually take Deep Blue Stick, which is for pain, which I'm going to be working and, doing all the labor. And I'll put it around my ankles and I'll put it on my wrists and I'll put it on the back of my neck because spiders also hate peppermint and that menthol. And so,
So question I have, is there something that he could be taking internally before he goes outside?
Garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely, garlic is something that people will eat a lot of. Onions, because as your body's, eating it and then you sweat, you can always tell people who've been, eating Basque food here locally because they just reek of garlic. And, there are natural things. And I would say just do a little bit of research and say, okay, what can we do? And, even my husband, even though we'll put the Terra Shield in the car. So I've had it, it's always in the kitchen. There's one at our back door. And now he finally is going, oh, I need to have it right where I open up the back tailgate to let the dog out. And so that's where we keep it. So it's right there where he sees it. So maybe where he has his garden gloves, it'd be a great place to put it. A couple weeks ago, we talked about bugs and ticks and things like that, all kinds of garden bugs and things. And Tammy had shared with us going and buying unscented baby wipes and then adding the tick spray or the tick repellent oils to it, so that then all you're doing is you're taking a wipe and you're wiping down your neck or your arms or wherever, and just so that they don't want to be there. I'm also thinking, gosh, other things you could do is make your soap. These boys are making soap. And I know these guys show their animals and they use essential oils to not only calm themselves down before they show, but they're using them on the pets. And you guys, that's one of the things that helps doTERRA stand out in the market, is because it is safe. And when people say, oh, it's not different, la la la, it is so different. And I think understanding the testing that goes behind it, that every single drop that's in the bottle is safe for, our fur friends, our little kids, our babies, our adults, our elderly. It's just a matter of how much essential oil do they need. All right, you guys. Okay, any other questions real quick? I know we could go on for hours.
I do have one more thing. So
Okay.
really fast, talking about the business, because they use jasmine. So in order to earn their keep, I guess you could say, they legitimately share. They share. So who did you guys get this year to enroll because of your passion? And then your teacher, right? So be fearless like them. Just share it. And they shared it over and over. And finally the bus driver called me. She's like, these boys are incredible. They keep telling me, if you're not going to get a hold of my mom, and they'll give me little samples. And she goes, it's been insane. And then the teacher, she's like, he keeps telling me about the vitamins. Like, what are we talking about here? Because I keep telling him how tired I am throughout the day. And so it's just interesting because they really pay attention. So to earn their keep, to get those jasmine, they also help me enroll and keep this business. So it's not just a Sarah business. It's a Collins family business. Super fun. It's worth
Love
it.
Thank you so much, you guys. Hey, I just want to point out, hi, Amy from Australia. Good, always good to see you here. And we've got one of my friends, Carter Starr. She's from the Carolinas, so I'm excited that she's here with us. And of course, we've got, I think, Connie and Danita, Tammy, Bobby, from all over the place. So you guys, excellent job. Thank you so much for teaching us tonight. And good job on your business and making some money, making some extra money. So good job.
Thank you.
All right, you guys,
Thanks, guys.
we'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.